You finally did it. You got the promotion. You bought the dream car. You hit the exact milestone you swore would permanently fix your life. And for a few days, it does. But then, 2 weeks later, you wake up, look at the thing you spent 5 years chasing, and you feel nothing. You are entirely, completely empty. Society tells us that happiness is a destination, that if we just accumulate enough achievements, we will unlock a permanent state of joy. So, when the excitement vanishes, you assume you are ungrateful, or that you are doing something wrong. But you aren't. Your brain isn't broken. It is just enforcing a strict mathematical law of biology called homeostasis. Your brain does not care about your happiness. It only cares about equilibrium. In psychology, this phenomenon is called the hedonic treadmill. Coined in 1971, it describes the human tendency to quickly return to a stable baseline level of emotion, regardless of what happens to us. In 1978, researchers tested this by tracking 2 incredibly different groups of people: major lottery winners and people who had recently suffered severe accidents leaving them paralyzed. Logic says the millionaires should be permanently ecstatic and the accident victims permanently miserable. But after the initial shock wore off, both groups began drifting right back toward their original baseline level of happiness. Even stranger, the lottery winners reported that ordinary, everyday pleasures, like reading a book or eating a good meal, became significantly less enjoyable. Their brain had adapted to the extreme high and made everything else numb. No matter how fast you run, you stay in the exact same place. But why? Think of your brain like a strict, ruthless accountant managing a neurochemical budget. When you achieve a massive goal, your brain releases a flood of dopamine. It feels incredible. But the brain cannot sustain that chemical flood without burning itself out. So, it adjusts the thermostat. It raises your tolerance. The exact amount of success that made you thrilled yesterday becomes your new normal today. It is called hedonic adaptation, and it guarantees that the finish line will always move exactly 1 step away from wherever you are standing. And here is the darkest part of this reality. The entire global economy relies on this biological glitch to survive. If humans were capable of achieving permanent satisfaction, consumerism would collapse overnight. We are bombarded by marketing that promises us that the next purchase, the next promotion, or the next milestone is the one that will finally cure our dissatisfaction. Entire industries are built on selling you the cure to a disease they know is completely incurable. We are trapped in a manufactured loop, exhausting ourselves trying to satisfy an accountant that always balances the books to 0. You cannot turn off the hedonic treadmill, but you can stop fighting it. Psychologists differentiate between hedonic well-being, the fleeting pleasure of buying a new car, and eudaimonic well-being, which is happiness derived from pursuing meaning, deep relationships, and personal growth. The human brain adapts to material wealth almost instantly, but it adapts incredibly slowly to purposeful work and community. The joy of acquiring things fades, but the fulfillment of shared human experience resists the adaptation process. Stop asking your material achievements to do emotional work they were never designed to do. You aren't broken for feeling empty after a win. If you want to explore more about the hidden wiring of your mind, subscribe. See you in the next video.